A wheel cylinder lock, ignition lock cylinder from a 2003, 2009, 10 Pontiac Vibe. We're going to loosen up this bolt, and we've already started loosening up this one on the end. Now that we have the bolts loose, we bring this cover, remove it straight. And this is going to be the full cylinder that we're going to try to have to remove. We don't need this whole assembly here. We want just the lock cylinder to come loose. YouTube, you want to get a bobber pin like so. Assuming that you have the original ignition key in its locked position. In its locked position, we want to turn it to auxiliary. Once we have it in auxiliary, it's going to be tight with grease. Take your bobber pin and you'll be able to see if we can get you a shot of it. That little pin right there is what we want to release. It's going to be our release pin. Now what we're doing is we're going to engage this pin. With this in auxiliary, the pin pushed in. We can now, if we can get a shot on this. Oh boy. Can gently pry. Oh, we have to push this back in. Cannot get a good shot at all yet. It's not gonna come because we don't have the pin engaged in. In auxiliary, pin engage. On, we cannot push the pin in. Auxiliary, we can engage the safety pin all the way. With the flathead screwdriver, barely pry. And if you can see, the cylinder is coming loose from the ends. We are still pushing in the lock pin. A little more touch. And we now have the cylinder lock completely taken from. And what you see is a small guide right along here. There is a white tab that we did not have to take a loose. But putting this back together within auxiliary with the key, this pin will easily slide straight down. Like so. And that key cylinder, ignition cylinder, is locked. Come here, lock, remove our key to on, start. So in auxiliary mode, press this release pin, the only one that will release. And we can gently, slowly starting to pry on our cylinder lock. Not doing a lot of tugging, but just a little bit. And as we can see, it is slowly releasing. And that is the white tab we were talking about. And thank you, YouTube.